In this video, I want to cover the WFPB diet, or whole food plant-based diet. Our family's been doing it for a couple of years now and we really enjoy it. We'll get into WFPB eating and also a good food list and shopping list. So let's get into that now. The WFPB diet, or whole food plant-based diet, was originated by Dr. Campbell, who discovered in all his years of research that eating whole foods in their more natural state in minimizing animal products such as meat and dairy was the healthiest for us to consume, based on looking at tons of populations and studies over the years, as well as other different research. One of the studies that Dr. Campbell was involved in was the China Cornell Oxford project, which basically overlooked a lot of people in rural China areas and found that by minimizing meat and animal products, it led to lower rates of disease and obesity and longer lifespans. There's also the Blue Zones project, which found similar findings. Those who are eating a more whole food plant-based diet are living the longest and the healthiest lives worldwide. The WFPB food list is generally going to be fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, legumes, and oils. And you want to get all the foods as naturally and unprocessed as possible. It doesn't necessarily have to be raw, but as unprocessed and natural and in their whole state as possible. So even with like whole grains, that means something that hasn't been pulverized and broken down and had the exoskeleton removed, such as what they do with wheat a lot of times. It's having a whole food where everything is still intact as you'd find it in nature. A good WFPB shopping list is generally going to be beans is pretty much our staple. Lots of beans. We buy dry beans and I cook them and put them into meals. You want to get maybe some good whole grains. Ezekiel bread is great because it's very natural. Rice is very good. Brown rice, not white rice, but brown rice, which is a whole grain. You could get soy products. You can get fruits and vegetables. We like to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. Oatmeal is a very good choice. That's a whole grain that hasn't been processed. And lots of nuts. Any kind of nuts, even peanuts or peanut butter, which has been minimally processed without extra added sugar and unnatural oils, is good to have, as well as olive oil or even avocado oil. Just try to stay away from a lot of the processed oils like canola oil and vegetable oil. Try to avoid sugar, of course, since that's very processed and unnatural. Even though it's a plant food, it's been processed, it's not a whole food. If you do need to drink milk, we do soy milk or almond milk or coconut milk, are all very healthy, delicious alternatives. And also, if you really want something that's like meat, you could do a soy product. There are plant-based burgers as well. Just make sure you get ones that have the ingredients as whole and natural as possible, and not a bunch of extra added stuff, or where they unnaturally refine some of the ingredients from their whole food state. Thanks for stopping by, taking the time to watch. I hope you learned something. Please subscribe to get more future videos on the whole food plant-based diet, and I hope you learned something. Best of health to you.